They came as allies, and they fought as brothers. They are remembered as heroes, the amazing bravery of the Ethiopian Kagnu Battalion in the Korean War. Kagnu Battalion, a name that meant more than a unit, more than a uniform. It was a promise. From the ancient highlands of Ethiopia, they journeyed across oceans and cultures to a land they had never seen, answering a call not of obligation, but of conscience. When the Korean peninsula burned during the Korean War, these Ethiopian soldiers stood shoulder to shoulder with the forces of South Korea, not as strangers, but as brothers in arms. On the battlefield, their bond was forged in fire. Ethiopian and Korean soldiers shared trenches carved into frozen earth, shared rations when supplies were thin, and shared silence in the moments before battle. When fear was real and courage was a choice. Language barriers dissolved under gunfire. Trust replaced words. The Korean soldiers saw in the Kagnu Battalion an unshakable resolve. Men who advanced uphill under artillery, who defended positions to the last breath, and who never abandoned a fallen comrade, and the right to shape their own future. What followed became legend. Not a single Kagnu Battalion soldier surrendered. Not one was taken prisoner. In a war marked by capture and despair, this unbroken record astonished allies and unsettled enemies. Korean soldiers spoke of them with reverence. Civilians whispered their name with gratitude. For the villagers, the Ethiopians were not just fighters, they were protectors. Men who shared their rations with children, guarded homes, and treated the suffering with quiet compassion. When the war ended, something rare happened. Memory turned into gratitude, and gratitude into permanence. In the city of Chuncheon, the Kagnu Battalion Memorial Square stands as a living groundstone, and silence honoring men who came from Africa to defend Asia. Nearby, the Kagnu Museum preserves uniforms, photographs, letters, and stories, ensuring that future generations understand that freedom was not defended by one nation alone. The Korean government formally honored the Kagnu Battalion with medals, state recognition, and a lasting memorial. But beyond official ceremonies, something deeper took root: cultural kinship. Ethiopian coffee ceremonies were introduced to Korean hosts. Korean customs were learned with respect by Ethiopian soldiers. Songs, gestures, and shared meals became bridges. Two ancient cultures, one African, one East Asian, found harmony through sacrifice. Today, Koreans still bow before Ethiopian flags at memorial events. Ethiopian delegations are welcomed not as visitors but as family. Children learn that among the heroes of Korea's survival were men from a distant land who asked for nothing in return. The story of Kagnu Battalion is not only a war story, it is a story of loyalty without borders, brotherhood without language, honor that refused surrender. They came as allies, they left as legends, and they remain, forever, etched not only in monuments and museums, but in the grateful heart of a nation that remembers. Though many wars fade into numbers and dates, Kagnu Battalion endures in spoken memory, stone monuments, and national gratitude. Their legacy is not only what they achieved militarily, but what they proved morally. That honor can cross continents. Courage needs no translation, and true brotherhood is forged in sacrifice. Park Chung-hee was a South Korean politician and army general who served as president of South Korea from 1961 until his assassination in 1979, said, "Among all the forces that fought for Korea, the Ethiopian soldiers distinguished themselves with unmatched bravery and discipline. They fought as if Korea were their own homeland." Paik Sun-yup was a Republic of Korea Army 4-star general who became the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff from 1959 to 1960. Said, "The Ethiopian Kagnu Battalion never retreated, never surrendered, and never left a comrade behind." Their combat performance was extraordinary, even by the highest military standards. Kim Jong-un is a South Korean politician and diplomat. Said the bloodshed by Ethiopian soldiers became part of the foundation upon which modern Korea stands. "We remember them not as foreign troops, but as brothers." William F. Dean was a United States Army Major General during World War II and UN Forces Commander during the Korean War. Said, "The Ethiopian soldiers earned universal respect. Their refusal to surrender under any circumstance became a legend across the front lines. United Nations Command Official Assessment said, the Cagnu Battalion demonstrated exceptional discipline, courage, and unit cohesion. No member of the unit was ever captured by enemy forces,